us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl clip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. FIU pushing tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Marshall's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. This time it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Carter. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. FIU pushing tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got room to work. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Wilson will throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's McNeil.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Marshall quick to the line. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. We thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Wilson to pass. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Touchdown, Herd! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Past the first down marker and still running. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll take it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Wide receiver going in motion. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The inside handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down from their own 22. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room, it's Payne. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Thundering Herd to the line facing a 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this double.
Man, you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Escapes the sack. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to run it across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
Wilson will throw. Floating away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Faker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wilson to pass. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for room at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And that's another FIU.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Grab behind the line, it's Carter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's another FIU.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can... Oh, he's got some space!
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. From the gun, running back on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wilson will throw. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 30. Busts through behind his pad. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Working on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's now second down after the short completion. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Wilson to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Marshall quick to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking deep down the right side. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Turning it off. Got enough space. Touchdown, Marshall. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mono-e-mono.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Shakes off the defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.